If you're over 60 and exhausted from waking up 3 to 4 times a night, you're not alone, but here's what most people don't realize. Those nightly wake-ups don't just make you tired. They shut down melatonin and starve your brain of the deep restoration it needs. In the next few minutes, I'll show you one powerful drink, better than water at bedtime, that can help restore unbroken, healing sleep without risky pills. Every restless night takes more than sleep. It steals your energy, your focus, even the joy of your mornings. After 60, it's not just age causing this. Your melatonin dips, cortisol rises, and even a simple glass of water can work against you. But research now shows there are safe, natural drinks that actually restore your body's sleep pathways. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 of the most effective, each backed by clinical studies and easy to add tonight. 1. Tart Cherry Juice, restoring melatonin pathways. If you've ever felt your eyes heavy at bedtime, only to snap awake at 1 or 2 a.m., your body may not be making enough melatonin. After 60, your natural supply of this sleep hormone falls to levels closer to daytime than nighttime. No wonder deep sleep feels out of reach. Here's where tart cherries step in. Montmorency cherries don't just contain melatonin themselves, they also hold a special compound called Procyanidin B2. Think of your brain's tryptophan like cars on a highway. As we age, an enzyme called IDO acts like a confused traffic officer, waving those cars down the wrong road, away from melatonin and toward stress chemicals. Procyanidin B2 corrects that signal, redirecting traffic back onto the sleep highway. The result? More serotonin, more melatonin, and a smoother drive into deep rest. The evidence is compelling. In 2018, a crossover trial published in the Journal of Medicinal Food gave older adults with insomnia just 240 milliliters, about a cup, of tart cherry juice twice a day. Within 2 weeks, participants gained an average of 84 more minutes of total sleep each night, and their sleep efficiency significantly improved. For many, that's the difference between tossing and turning, and finally waking restored. Frank, 72, told me he hadn't slept more than 3 hours at a stretch in years. Skeptical but desperate, he tried cherry juice in the evening. By the second week, he slept 6 hours straight for the first time since retirement. He laughed, "Doc, I almost didn't know what to do with a full night of sleep." But that's not even the surprising part, because the next drink doesn't just add melatonin, it helps your brain calm down the racing thoughts that keep you awake. 2. Chamomile tea, calming the aging GABA system. If tart cherries restore melatonin, chamomile addresses another silent change after 60, your GABA system. GABA is your brain's natural brake pedal, the calming chemical that slows racing thoughts and signals the body to release tension. But with age, those receptors become less responsive. It's like pressing a brake pedal that no longer grips. You feel drowsy, but the mind keeps spinning. Chamomile carries a gentle compound called Apigenin, a flavonoid that binds to the same receptors targeted by prescription sleep drugs without the risk of dependence. Imagine it as a dimmer switch in your bedroom. Instead of snapping the lights off harshly, chamomile lowers the glow until your nervous system feels safe enough to surrender. And the research backs this up. A landmark trial in 2012, published in the Journal of Research and Medical Sciences, tested chamomile capsules in older adults. Over 8 weeks, participants showed significant increases in total sleep time and efficiency, while cortisol levels, the stress hormone, dropped. More recently, a 2024 meta-analysis confirmed chamomile's consistent ability to improve staying asleep, especially valuable for seniors who wake in the middle of the night. Helen, 68, used to sip diet soda before bed, thinking caffeine-free meant harmless. Instead, she found herself restless, lying awake for hours. When she switched to a warm cup of chamomile tea, steeped for just 5 minutes, she noticed a shift in the very first week. Her shoulders softened, her mind slowed, and she began waking less often. "It felt like my body finally remembered how to sleep," she said. Pause for a moment. Have you ever noticed how your own mind races at night? What helps you calm down? Share your routine in the comments. I read everyone. And this is when your body starts saying yes again. But the next solution goes even deeper. It doesn't just calm your nerves. It resets the very hormones that decide whether you wake at 2 a.m. or sleep straight through. 3. Magnesium drinks, resetting cortisol balance. If melatonin is your night's lamp and chamomile lowers the dimmer, magnesium is the electrician that rewires the whole circuit. After 60, many seniors experience elevated nighttime cortisol, the stress hormone that should be lowest in the dark. Instead of letting your body rest, cortisol acts like a floodlight, keeping your nervous system on high alert and pulling you back into light sleep. Magnesium quietly changes this equation. It blocks NMDA receptors, those that trigger brain overexcitement, while enhancing GABA, the calming system. At the same time, it nudges your adrenal glands to lower cortisol and your pineal gland to release more melatonin. In simple terms, magnesium resets the balance between stress and rest. The research is clear. In 2012, Abbasi and colleagues published a double-blind trial in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences. Seniors who supplemented with magnesium had significantly higher serum melatonin and lower cortisol after just 8 weeks. Sleep time lengthened, sleep efficiency improved, and they reported fewer early morning awakenings. George, 70, used to dread the clock glowing 2:17 a.m. night after night. He thought drinking extra water might help, but instead it sent him to the bathroom and back to tossing. When he replaced that late-night glass with a warm magnesium drink, something shifted. Within 10 days, he began sleeping 5 to 6 hours straight. "It was the first time in years I woke up before the alarm instead of from exhaustion," he said. "Here's how to try it. Mix 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate in warm water or milk substitute about 1 hour before bed. Glycinate is especially gentle on digestion and highly absorbable. Here's what your cells are actually doing while you're sleeping. They're lowering the floodlight, so your body can finally repair in the dark. But before we close, there's one common bedtime myth that still misleads many seniors, and it could be quietly sabotaging your sleep. When you think about it, sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. Each night your body is meant to reset inflammation, restore memory, and rebuild strength. But when those nights are broken, it feels like life itself frays at the edges. The good news? You now know 3 gentle ways to help. Tart Cherry Juice to restore melatonin, chamomile to calm the nervous system, and magnesium to rebalance cortisol. None of them are extreme. All of them work with your body's natural design. Imagine just one night of unbroken sleep, waking clear-headed, steady on your feet, and ready to greet the morning instead of fighting it. For many of my patients, that first night felt like getting a piece of their youth back. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 drinks feels right for your bedtime routine? Cherry juice, chamomile, or magnesium? Share it in the comments. Your experience might help another senior in this community find their first full night's sleep in years. And if this video helped you, consider subscribing to our Healthy Aging Hub. Each week I share science-backed tips to help you stay strong, sleep deeper, and age with independence. Because the truth is, better sleep isn't just for you. It's for the mornings you spend with your spouse, the stories you share with your grandchildren, and the independence that lets you keep living life on your own terms.